This Q&A video is brought to you by JHAP Gear. Life's a crusade. Dress appropriately.
Oh God.
Out of my face.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. Okay, let's try to scrunch down that one. Everybody do the shopping. Okay. So, welcome to Q&A episode 9. We got a special guest here today. His name's JoJo, or Joe, whichever you prefer.
Joe.
Joe, he likes by Joe. Just Joe. Alright. So, you know how this works. This is the series where you guys leave your questions in the comment section down below. We take off our favorite ones, cut them up, throw them in the ammo can. We have a name for it. I actually forgot the name because we haven't done this in a while. It's been a full season. But I'll remember the name next one, I promise.
Ammo can of mystery or something like that.
Ammo... Wait. It was like ammo box. How did I forget our own ammo box name? You know what, I'm not...
We need to write it on the side.
We do. You know what, I'm going to do that. After this video, I'm going to do that. Okay. Q&A episode 10. That box is officially named. You guys are probably going to be all like, we know the name, guys. And we're like, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's get to the questions. So, you want to go first, Dan?
Oh,
right to left.
Okay. From Chris CALKINS. The events that you participate in, where do they take place?
I think he's referring to their DV8 games.
Yeah. Or, well, it could be Mudrun anyway.
Yeah.
But, yeah, okay, so, basically, where we play, where we do Milsim or Airsoft, there's some specific fields in Florida that we visit frequently. Most of the time we go to DV8. That's where they have all the cool stuff, all the tanks and everything else. But,
ring bases.
how many places do we go to? 3?
3 or 4. Combat City.
You've only been to Combat City once.
I've only been to Combat City once. We need to go again, though. We're planning to do that. We've been to Combat City. We've been to Mudrun.
And then Black Tiger is basically the same thing as DV8.
Yeah, which sucks, because they used to have a really good old field. And then they're like, I think they had to close them down.
Yeah, but so we go to a place called DV8. It's in Lithia. If you look up DV8 Airsoft, you can find it. It's in Lithia, Florida. We go to Mudgrunt, which is down near...
I think it's in Bradenton.
It's kind of south of Bradenton.
Yeah.
And then Combat City's up in Orlando, and then Mudgrunt's the same place at DV8. So that is where we play.
Black Tiger is the same place at DV8, yeah. You said Mudgrunt.
Mudgrunt, oh,
I just want to correct you.
Yeah,
everyone's going to be like, but Daniel just said no. No.
Yeah, I've been calling his one of his.
He's been calling the Chris Vector a replica
all night.
All night.
I don't know. It's the whole submachine.
I love her correcting him like Daniel. You know, you said it again, right?
Okay, but you know, if you tried the same thing with Jets, I'd be the one correcting it.
Yeah, right. Alright, so let Joe pick one question now.
Okay. Can he answer any though? Because I don't know.
If you can, yeah. Joe's a noob. He's a noob. And not N-O-O-B, N-E-W-B. There's a difference between a noob and a newbie. A newbie is someone that's getting into it, which is Joe.
A noob is someone who's been there and they still suck.
Like him.
Yeah.
Okay, this next question is by Nicholas Charles. And is a G17 or a G18 better?
Well,
I'll let you two take the question.
Okay, well G17 stands for Glock 17 or Glock 18.
They can't say Glock though because Glock doesn't like.
Yeah, they're trademarked and they're like, ooh, you can't make our guns into airsoft guns because we're gonna have a fit. And
they call them G.
Yeah.
Same thing with holographic sights. Like they don't allow them to make them now. G17, I believe, is semi-automatic.
Yes, G17 is a semi-automatic. That's semi-automatic. It's basically the original Glock.
Yes,
I think so. What the police force carried for the longest time before they moved to the G19s. I think some still carry the G17. It's up to whatever someone prefers. But the G17 is that big Glock, the one that kind of has it's a bit of a slant to it.
I know nothing about Glocks, so.
And it's just a semi-auto Glock. There's nothing real special about it except for being a Glock. A G18...
It's fully automatic. So it's obviously better.
Yeah.
Because if you don't say you don't like fully automatic pistols, you have a problem. So which one do you like better?
G18.
Okay, so I think it's my turn now. Yeah, Glock 18, fully automatic. Glock 17, semi-automatic. I just summed up everything you just went into elaborate detail to discuss. Okay, anyway. ASHTON Foster asks, hey guys, love the videos. What do you like better? Short-barreled airsoft guns or long-barreled airsoft guns? Personally, I prefer long. I prefer long-range, accuracy. I lean more towards a sniper, if anything. I don't play a lot of sniper, but if I have to lean towards an automatic gunner or a fast-paced runner, like those speed softers, I would probably lean more towards a sniper, long-range, target shooting, stuff like that. What about you, Joe?
I like the long range ones.
Yeah, he has a SVD. Which
The first gun I wasted money on was that one.
Yeah, he's still kind of regretting spending so much money on Airsoft, but he'll get
into it. It's like Airsoft is a glorious black hole of money sucking awesomeness.
Yeah,
and you'll never come out.
Like right when you start like, oh, should I have spent this much money on this?
And then after a little bit, you're just like, I don't give a shit. It's like I don't care anymore.
Spending money on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What about you? In your iron?
Yeah, and I'm a DMR, so I prefer the long range rifles because even though I do tend to get aggressive as you can see in the gameplay footage, I like being able to hit people from far away anyway, and then I get up close and I still hit people from far away
and make it hurt.
Yeah, I make it hurt. So,
all right, move on to the next question. We try it. Okay. Yeah.
I love how many times you can fold these things.
Ah, yes, J-Hap. We want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, so basically, yeah.
We announced, we showed it at the beginning of this video, put a little demographic at the beginning.
Yeah, but I think we announced this already, but J-Hap Gear is sponsoring us.
Yep.
For our Q&A videos, we're wearing the shirts, and they make...
JoJo doesn't have one yet, yeah.
But they make awesome quality shirts. I mean, they're just like... They're really cool. I wear them all the time because it's got a big old grenade on the back.
Yeah, you can show them. Yeah, I don't know if they can probably see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it.
You can stand up and turn around.
He's super awkward here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
they make really cool designs. The shirts are actually really good material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've watched a bunch of times, so this didn't shrink or anything like some kind of
good quality shirts.
So yeah.
At first I was like, oh, this is a shirt, and I'm like, they're actually really good. Like, this is one of my more one of my favorite Airsoft kind of related, cool, military related kind of shirt stuff, you know? That's what I like.
And they got Crusaders, and I like Crusaders.
Yeah.
Again, not unpolitically correct. Because, anyway.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, Peter Bishop asks, if I wanted to upgrade to a better spring in my AG, would I have to add other upgrades to the gun or compensate for the stronger spring?
Let me see that real quick. I'm the tech, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, Matt can answer this question because he's a lot better with the tech stuff.
According to my calculations, let's see. If we wanted to upgrade, okay. So, depends on how strong of a spring. Okay. So typically, a lot of people say, if you want better FPS, throw in a bigger spring. Not necessarily the case. If you throw in anything, I want to say, an M120, depends on the gun. It really depends on the gun. You'll have to do some research on your gun. But if you throw in anything heavier than an M120, sometimes, it might be lighter than an M120 sometimes. You have to do research to see how strong your stock motor is, because that's one of the things you
don't want to burn out your motor.
You don't want to burn out your motor. Or if it has low quality internals, you will have to upgrade a piston, because that's what's going back and forth.
Anything, just any kind of
the gears you don't really have to start upgrading until you get into I'd say the M130 range. You wouldn't at that point. I think stock gears are good enough to handle. Unless
somehow I broke a gear and I don't even know how I did that.
Unless you're doing high speed, then you will want to then you want to switch down.
And high speed's a whole different thing because people burn through their motors anyway.
Yeah. So if you're going to upgrade, it depends on what you're upgrading. If you have a good quality gun, I say just drop the spring in. Your motor should be able to take it. If your motor can't take it, upgrade the motor. Again, it depends on the quality of your internal parts. But typically, if you want to do anything above an M120, you will have to upgrade the piston, the motor. Let's see, what else am I thinking of? The piston, the motor, maybe the gears, and let me see, anything else? Maybe the tappet plate. I would definitely change if you're doing a high-speed build. Yeah, I think that's about it. If you're doing an M130 or an M140, you're going to want to change the gears. I think up until an M120, your stock gears should perform pretty well. I wouldn't, again, depending on the brand. This is not a universal answer for every brand, because every brand has different quality of parts. If it's a VFC, I don't even change my gears for VFC upgrades, because
they come amazing already.
They're already good. I don't need to upgrade them really hard, and I haven't had a problem with that. If you have something like a JG, maybe not JG, let me think of something better. A Lancer Tactical definitely going to want to up. They have good internal
or
parts.
S&T, something like that.
Yeah.
A and K.
Yeah.
Basically the off-brand, not off-brand,
Not off-brand, but like
they're
more
like
the lower of the totem pole brand. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying lower end, like VFC.
And then but then you got the top brand like G&G and stuff that you don't got to replace stuff. It just all depends on what you buy.
It depends on your brand.
And there's pros and cons to everything. So.
But you will, yes. In short answer, yes, you will need, if you get a really high powerful spring, you will want to compensate for it because you have to get a motor to pull it. You have to get gears to handle the stress, piston, and the only time you really change like tappet plates and stuff like that is for high speed because it's going back and forth so fast. The cylinder and cylinder head, that's kind of more of a techie kind of line. If you're just focusing on FPS increase, you don't really have to worry about that too much. Again.
Yeah, and if you have a specific question on a specific motor and a specific spring, and you want to ask us about that, just hit us up on our Instagram. And also, what I had an idea about is if we just started a team kick for technical questions, so you didn't have to comment a whole bunch and stuff on Instagram. If you just had,
we might do something like that.
In the future, maybe.
But for the meantime, just like leave a question in the comment section down below or on our Instagram accounts.
And we'll try to help us the best we can.
Yep. All right, so now I'll move next. Oh, it's your turn. Yep. I'm always the one that goes to questions, even though it's someone's turn. Watch all the past question and answer videos and be like, oh, it's someone else's turn.
Vision.
That's
okay.
I get so excited to answer questions.
The next question, David Shropshire. Does it make a difference for a squad to use different weapon types such as LMG, DMR, sniper rifle, etc.? Will they be more effective with various weapon systems, or if they all use the same type,
That's a good one.
make them have a disadvantage?
That is a very good question. That's a good question. For me, I would say a squad that runs multiple weapon types can be more effective than a team that runs one weapon type. And here's why I say that. If you have a sniper, he can accomplish long-range engagements. If you have a light machine gun, he can accomplish suppressive fire. If you have an assault rifle guy, he's in the median. If you all have light machine guns, you can't accomplish that sniper rifle role. If you all have assault rifles, you all necessarily can't accomplish this role and that role. Not necessarily, okay?
What do you think about that?
That's what I personally think.
I agree.
I think variety performs better than one type.
Yeah.
That's why there are 4 classes in Battlefield.
Oh my god.
Because you want.
But then if you think about it, military guys, they don't all. If you think about
it depends on the squad.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
In squads, they'll all have M16.
But then if you think about it, each guy has a different role. Like you'll have the radio guy.
Yeah, the radio officer. You'll have a heavy munitions officer that'll carry like RPG, not an RPG because that's unless they're carrying the American version of the RPG-7, which they do equip some soldiers for. They might carry a law or something. And then you've got the squad automatic weapon gunner who carries that. So basically, what we try to do with our team is we want to have one person like Nick, for example, that runs a really light setup, so he can just be completely super aggressive and super agile the entire game. We, for example, my setup is a DMR, and with my numerical barrel and spring upgrades and stuff, I can hit people really far out. Matt's kind of the in-between zone. He basically has the standard assault rifle with some upgrades that'll keep it basically between the lightweight class like Nick and the DMR class like me. And that's basically what we kind of operate around of. And one of us will carry extra ammo, one of us will carry extra water or something on milsim events, etc. So I think the best and most effective team has a multiple amount of different roles that they can accomplish at the same time. And it all depends, though, because
it depends on where you play too. If you're playing CQB, it might be more effective just to have everyone.
Just an assault rifle.
Yeah, because you can't use a sniper rifle in CQB.
Exactly.
But then again, a light machine gun might be pretty effective in CQB too. All right, so I think we got time for about one more question. We'll wrap it up here.
Oh, and we got to do the shout out later too.
And of course, we got to do the shout out. All right, Troll the Tiger.
Trudla?
Tigger.
Trudla?
Trudla Tigger.
Interesting.
Will you make any more fail videos? Of course. Every season, we do, at the end of every season, we do a montage and a funny moments and fails. A lot of people like the funny moments and fails, say we want them all the time, but that's the problem is the stuff doesn't happen quite as often to make a video weekly.
I don't fall in the river every week.
So what we do is the funny moments and fails is more like a compilation of all the funny moments and fails that have happened over a course of one season.
Now, if we tend to be really screwed up this year and do a bunch of stupid
stuff,
we might have enough room for two montages or two funny moments.
We might do one mid-season or something like that. Exactly.
We don't know. I mean, we're going to try to play more games this year because now some of us have driver's license. I still don't.
Doesn't have his permit either.
Yeah,
maybe 17. Remind him.
Yeah, thanks.
Procrastination is his key.
There you go.
Hey, look, it's the Daniel theology, okay? I think theology is the right word. Procrastination means when you get around to doing it, you'll be older, therefore wiser. So, all around it's better.
Daniel logic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm about to wrap it up. We're going to do a quick shout-out, and this week's shout-out we're going to be doing to the Green Tiger. He's been, for this one, we're not going to be trying to be very biased on this one. We're going to try to pick more random people, but the Green Tiger's been he's been with us on our Instagram accounts since, like, the start. I think he's the original one that kind of came to us and was kind of really kind of got us pushed off.
We talked to him a lot. I played roller tanks with him.
Yeah, he's a real cool guy. He's got a lot of cool weapons and everything. He's just, he owns a lot of cool equipment and gear. He was more, I think his story goes, he was more into the realism aspect of it, and he kind of did it for, to simulate like a...
Kind of like a, what do you call that, cosplay kind of deal?
Yeah, I think, I'm not really certain. He has a whole story and you can go check him out. But then he started to realize, like, you know, there's games, we can go out like to actual Airsoft games and play, and he started to get into that, and he's been really good at it. He has a YouTube channel too. I think we have, I think on our, you can see it on our main YouTube page. It's in the recommended video description box. He's got a channel. He doesn't have very many videos up, but he played at Combat City with Cole, and he had a good time with that. So, shout out to the Green Tiger. A link to his Instagram will be in the description down below. And I think we can about wrap it up for episode Q&A episode 9 this week. So, I think I'm going to do it. Thanks for watching.
Yep. See ya.